You know what? They're cool. Like, you can't keep them down for very long. They very rarely string more than one bad season in a row together, so they got my respect. I'm mostly indifferent toward them on any given year. I rooted for them when Khalil Mack was on the team. But they are kind of fascinating to look at in history because they've fielded some really exciting teams despite not having any offense at all. Tell you what, they're really good at phantom Super Bowl runs followed immediately by being terrible. Or immediately preceded by being terrible. I was pretty meh on them until recently, but the current team is really fun to watch. Excuse the pun, but I've never been all that bullish on this team. But seriously though, 4 Super Bowl appearances in a row, even if they lost all of them, that is damn impressive. Boy, talk about making Super Bowl runs and then immediately being terrible. How about this team? One of the most successful franchises in the league, and yet they're also very easy to laugh at somehow. At least they were allowed to not be sad in 2020. Either they're about to win the Super Bowl, or they just don't register at all. That's quite a talent. I'm impressed. I want to care about this team, but Larry Fitzgerald's not in the league anymore, so there is a very good reason why I rage quit this team. And no, it wasn't because they moved from San Diego, although that was a pretty big part of it. Spanos, you suck. This is just about the most cursed franchise in all of North American sports. I feel bad for the players, but I will also laugh at them a lot now that I'm off that bus. This is the team I'm supposed to hate the most, but they're clearly better than us, so why bother? Besides, they're just too darn fun to watch. God, it is so easy to forget that this franchise has been to 4 Super Bowls and won 2 of them. Honestly, God bless the players for actually giving their best effort, despite their horrendous piece of crap owner. Until the day Dan Snyder finally gets rid of the team, I will forever refer to them as the football team. Ugh. Why can't this team just suck? They always have to be on the precipice of contention every single year. That's another team I keep forgetting is so successful. Also, please do not kill Tua Tagovailoa. I've always sort of had an affection for this team, and I don't know why. They're the Chargers of the South. At least their owner isn't complete crap, though. They had Lawrence Taylor, and they beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl twice. Whew. Their legacy is safe. I am completely indifferent about these people. They're a heck of a comedy act more often than not. Give this city some help, for God's sake! The fact that they're publicly owned is really cool, and the fact that they have probably the most well-traveled fan base in all of sports is awesome. I just love randomly finding Packers fans in the background of any sporting event I can think of. By the way, have you thought about trying a bad quarterback once in a while? This has been a franchise with a surprising amount of potential, just not right now. Do I have to talk about this team? There's my team. Hey, love you guys. Why did you get rid of Rich Bisaccia? I actually have no idea how I feel about this team. I feel something toward them, I just don't know what. Successful, scary. Too bad they came into existence via a coup d'etat. Frankly, I just want to see these guys win another championship before their city succumbs to high sea level and ceases to exist. And preferably not a championship tainted with illegal defense. They're a more interesting team than they probably have any right to be. Let's just say I look forward to seeing what they're going to do with this next offseason. As a Raiders fan, I just think it is awesome how the Steelers and the Raiders from the 1970s still hate each other's guts to this very day. The current version of this team is equal parts tough and toxic. I feel like they're pretty underappreciated for how young of a team they are. Of course, now that Dilly O'Brien has come along, yeah, you guys are going to be in the doldrums for a long time, sorry. They were 13-3, 3 out of 10 years, but I don't think anybody remembers that. Keep having awesome running backs. You guys are real good at that, at least. They're so good every single year, but they never go all the way. This might be the only team worse than the Chargers. Maybe.